Hello, and welcome to Sportskeeda Kickoff, brought to you by Voot Select. Super Sunday is finally here, the 25th of April, and it's Manchester City taking on Tottenham Hotspur in the Carabao Cup Final. City obviously come into this as favourites. Tottenham Hotspur, remember, are searching for that first trophy in 13 years, and that's what makes this an epic Sunday to watch for footballing fans who've had a mixed bag of a week coming into this as well and are waiting for some good news. So before we go into the entire build-up to this matchup, let's give you exactly where it's going to be. It's on Voot Select at 9 p.m. tonight on the 25th of April, and what a special Sunday this promises to be. City, of course, have won 4 out of the last 5. They are the defending champions. They come in as favourites, but do not write off the underdogs, Tottenham Hotspur. They've got a new manager in charge after the sacking of Jose Mourinho as well. And we're going to talk about this a lot with some fantastic fans. So, guys, let's give us all a wave here. Tottenham fans and City fans in the house. And they're here to give us some great deets on what they think could happen. But let's first up talking about Manchester City, because this is a side that are league leaders in the Premier League. This is a side that have dominated in the Carabao Cup as well. They are in their 9th final, searching for a record-tying 8th title as well. City have had a great run-up to this final.
Manchester City have faced some decent teams, but it's been a rather easy road for them to the finals of the Carabo Cup. They began slowly with a 2-1 win against Bournemouth. A number of players made their Manchester City debuts in the game, including US goalkeeper Zach Steffen. Liam Delap and Phil Foden led the way with 1 goal apiece, setting up a 4th-round clash against Burnley. Raheem Sterling and Ferran Torres complemented each other like singers performing a duet to hand Burnley a 3-0 defeat. The Manchester City train then chugged along, and in the quarterfinals, Arsenal were left wondering what hit them. Gabriel Jesus opened the game with a goal in the 3rd minute, but Arsenal responded with one in the 31st minute. But the second half belonged to the team that could do no wrong, and Arsenal's miserable season continued as goalkeeper Alex Runnison let a relatively harmless free kick from Riyad Mahrez slip through his hands. The boys in blue ran riot, scoring 2 more to ride confidently into the semi-finals, where they met Manchester United. These two teams had met at the same stage of the tournament last season. The Manchester derby began frantically with both teams scoring goals only to be ruled offside. After that, the first half remained goalless, but City edged ahead 5 minutes into the second when Stones converted a free kick from Foden. United scrambled for the ball, but Fernandinho sealed the win in the 83rd with a stunning volley. Manchester City have won the trophy for the last 3 seasons, and by the looks of things, are set for 4 in a row.
Manchester City beat Arsenal and United at Old Trafford on their way to the final, but the road to the final wasn't as difficult for Tottenham Hotspur. They're chasing their 5th title. Their last was back in 2008, and this is one night that they will want to go their way. Let's take a look at the road to the finals for Tottenham Hotspur.
After a walkover in their first game, Tottenham were made to work hard for their wins. In match 2, they struggled to keep up with Chelsea, who maintained possession for most part of the game. Tottenham were down 1-0 by the 19th minute, but managed to take the match to a penalty shootout after Eric Lamela evened the score in the 83rd. Chelsea had beaten Tottenham in a shootout back in the 2018-19 semi-finals of the same tournament, but this time, the penalties were neck and neck, ending 5-4 in favour of Tottenham. After a nail-biter, the Hotspurs eased into the semi-finals by outclassing Stoke City. Gareth Bale opened the scoring, and despite dominating the half, Stoke City managed to level. But Ben Davies and Harry Kane took the game away in the second half, giving Tottenham a 3-1 win, setting up a meeting with Brentford in the semis. The semi-final was closer than the 2-0 scoreline suggests. After the first goal in the 12th minute, Brentford and Tottenham traded blows with each other. The visitors were gutted when a header from Ivan Toney was disallowed for a tight offside, caught by VAR. The final blow came in the 70th when Son managed to sneak in another goal for Tottenham. Brentford tried desperately to claw their way back, even getting red-carded in the process, but it wasn't meant to be. The Hotspurs haven't won a major trophy since 2008, but this is their 9th Carabo Cup Final, and they have won it 4 times in the past. Can they make it number 5 come April 25th?
Now time to get into more fans' minds and understand from Siddhant Dumpal from the City side of things and from Nihar Shetty on the Tottenham side of things who they think is the better player, and this could get heated. So guys, let's jump straight in. This could get heated. Let's get done with the friendly fire for now. Let's go Ederson versus Hugo Lloris first. Why do you think Ederson is the best man between the posts? Let's hit it. Upar.
So Ederson is a phenomenal man. I think he can play in the midfield as well. That's how just good he is with his feet. Yeah, I mean his reflexes might not be the best. Like he's not that good at saving penalties. But look at what he offers to the team, man. I mean, I can't think of a goalkeeper who provides assists for his forwards ever since I started watching football. I've never seen that happen. And the fact that this man can phenomenally pull off a long through ball pass to Raheem Sterling or any of our forwards and just give him the goal, that just speaks words phenomenally for me. That just speaks volumes of what he can provide to the team. And he fits so perfectly in the Pep Guardiola system because of the tiki-taka and the possession-based football that he has nerves of steel, I can say. Like he can take penalties for us. So it's just that the quality of football that he offers for us in the team is very vital for us. And I think he's just brilliant. I think it has to be Ederson all the way.
That's a top quality argument from you. But Hugo Lloris, why should he be the number one pick for you, Nihar?
I mean, I'm not even sure how to start. Like, he is the French national team captain. He's won the World Cup. He is Spurs' captain. So who else would you want to be back in your post? Because everyone's looking up to him to be the experience. And Lloris is a fantastic showstopper. He's very quick off the line. His distribution has improved over the years. He's adapted really well to modern football. And come on, Ederson, he doesn't even start for Brazil. Alisson starts. So I don't think I need to answer. It's Lloris all the way.
Fantastic quality out of the box from you, Siddhant. But I think I'm going to have to just go with Nihar on this just because it was concise and he said he doesn't even start for his home country. Aguero versus Harry Kane.
This is the easy one for me. How many Premier League trophies does Harry Kane have? I don't see any with him, but Sergio Aguero, the love of my life. He has 257 goals for City, all-time top goal scorer. He just broke Thierry Henry's record as well. And he's the best striker to ever grace the Prem in my eyes. And I think nobody compares.
Over to you, Nihar. How can you counter that with Harry Kane?
Harry Kane, like not taking anything away from Aguero, but Kane is the complete striker right now. He's top of the goal scoring charts, he's top of the assist charts, and he is captain of his national team. He's carried Spurs throughout this season, and I think probably if not for Lewandowski, Kane would be the best striker in the world right now.
I think on this occasion though, just for the confidence, just for the incredible out of the box that I couldn't give it to you the first time, I have to go with Siddhant and Aguero. Heading into our tiebreaker, guys, and we're heading towards the back line now. Rodri versus Dombele. Let's start with Nihar this time with Dombele.
Well, I am probably one of the biggest fans of Ndombele because I think it's against City that he announced himself in the Champions League. He was sensational. He ran the midfield completely. He's had a rough time at Spurs, but I think that is what he's shown, great character to keep himself relevant over the tough periods. And I think this season he's shined. And I think it's just his beginning. I think he's just going to improve and he's probably going to be one of the best midfielders in the world in the next few years.
But I think Rodri has been a very essential part of our football core team this season because what he offers to the pitch is he recently scored a goal as well against Aston Villa, which was great to watch. But what he offers is that the complete technicalities of box-to-box midfielder. I think he can hold the area well.
But I've got to go just for the argument's sake of things. I've just got to say Siddhant's got this X factor. Well done, guys. It's City 2-1 here. Great to hear from the fans yet again, and it's 2-1 in favour of City, but can the Spurs turn that around later tonight? That's a big question. That's what every Spurs fans want. They don't mind the arguments. They want to win this Carabao Cup Final, and there will be some key players in focus as well from both sides. And we've got to start with the City side of things and young Phil Foden. The Englishman is enjoying the purple patch of his career. He's been exceptional to watch. He was the man of the match in last year's final as well. And remember, he has scored the winners in both legs of the Champions League versus Dortmund coming into this in that quarterfinal. So this is a man to focus on. But on the flip side of things, Heung-min Son has been the young man who actually has carried the hopes of the Spurs as well. In many ways, you've got the likes of Harry Kane with injury worries. You've got Gareth Bale, who's coming in and out of form as well. But Sonny has been the man to watch for the Spurs as well. And these two men are our key players in focus tonight.
The 20-year-old prodigal son from Manchester City has been on a phenomenal run this season. He has 14 goals and 9 assists across competitions. Most recently, he scored against Aston Villa in the Premier League on April 21st. He has fond memories of the Carabo Cup as well. In last year's final against Aston Villa, Foden walked home the man of the match and has only gone from strength to strength. In this year's Carabo Cup, he has scored 2 goals and has 2 assists to his name so far. But the big games are where he shines, showcasing his talent in the Champions League quarter-final against Dortmund. He scored winners in both legs and sounded the warning bells for Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester City's youngest Champions League debutant is ready to take home another Carabao Cup. The young lad from Manchester seems to be in blazing form and will look to continue his run against Tottenham, who are in pursuit of their very first trophy in decades. 45 matches, 20 goals and 16 assists this season. Hotspur's left winger Heung-min Son has been on a hot run of form and is consistently scoring goals. The 6-time Best Footballer in Asia winner and the 2020 FIFA Puskás Award winner is what stands in the way of Manchester City and their 4th consecutive Carabao Cup. Son dashed the hopes of Brentford when he scored the winner in the semi-finals and will be looking to repeat his performance against Manchester City. When the two sides met back in November in the Premier League, it was Son who opened the scoring in the 5th minute to give Tottenham a 2-0 win over Pep Guardiola's men in blue. In 12 matches against Manchester City, Son has 6 goals and 1 assist to his name. Tottenham will be hoping that in the absence of club captain Harry Kane, the South Korean star can shine and take his goal tally higher on April 25th and give them their first title since 2008.
So all eyes will be on young Phil Foden and also Heung-min Son, who remember scored versus Brentford as well, the winner to get them into that final in that 2-0 win. But over to a bunch of new fans now from both sides of things, and this could be a critical tiebreaker. This is our quiz, and we've got Aziz from the City side of things, we've got Alok from the Spurs side of things. So guys, let's start with the City side of things. Aziz, question number 1. Who scored the brace versus Burnley in the round of 16 at the Carabao Cup? We've got 4 options: Phil Foden, Torres, Riyad Mahrez and Raheem Sterling.
It's going to be Foden.
I'm going to have to pass that on to Steel if Alok Badri can answer this one.
I think it was Mahrez.
Oh, unfortunately guys, both of you haven't watched enough of the Carabao Cup. It is Raheem Sterling who scored 2. One of them was assisted by Benjamin Mendy, the other by Ferran Torres. So it's 0-0 so far in this fixture. Over to Alok Badri. Alok, you've got a fairly easy one and you should know this, and I'm hoping you do. Which team were drawn against Tottenham Hotspur in round 3 of the Carabao Cup? Can I give you some options?
It was Leighton Orient.
It is. You didn't even need my options. Solid stuff from you. Leighton Orient were the side that were drawn up against them, and obviously due to COVID-related issues, it was a bye and an easy one therefore for Tottenham Hotspur to go through. So well done. It's Tottenham 1. It is City 0 so far. Okay, good stuff. We're heading towards half-time here. All right, over back to Aziz. Aziz, who scored the last goal in the 4-1 win at the Emirates in the quarter-final? Your options are Phil Foden, Riyad Mahrez, Jesus or Aymeric Laporte.
Okay, I think it is
The
Laporte.
last goal. That's a good comeback. It's 1-1. Good stuff from you. Really good from you. Yeah, all 4 players actually scored, but it was actually Lacazette who also scored for Arsenal. But good stuff. So it's 1-1 in our quiz. Heading back to Alok. Alok, a chance to go 2-1 up here. Who scored the winning penalty in the round of 16 against Chelsea? Your options are Son, Lamela, Moura and Harry Kane.
I think it was Lamela.
There is a chance to steal for Aziz on the other side of things.
It was Mora.
Oh, has not been able to steal. It was Harry Kane. Kane was on the bench, remember, guys? Came on in the 70th minute and then scored. He came on for Tanganga, if I'm not wrong, and then scored the winning penalty for them. Aziz, let's see if you can steal this time. Who opened the scoring for City in the semi-final at Old Trafford versus United? You've got four options: Fernandinho, Foden, John Stones, or Ruben Diaz.
Okay, so my memory is not good, but I think it is Diaz.
Unfortunately, it therefore gives Alok the option to steal. Alok,
I think it was John Stones.
you are bang on, my friend. John Stones broke the deadlock in the 50th minute. And Alok, heading into your question, you could just clinch this tie, and it could mean something special for a fan who's been around since 2007. Maybe it could be a good sign if you win this as well. So let's go. Let's see if you can get this one set up. Okay. Among the following, who has the most goals for Tottenham in League Cup history? Robbie Keane, Harry Kane, Jermaine Defoe, or Peter Crouch?
I think it's Peter Crouch.
How could you do this to your fans? Let's go across and see if City can steal this.
It is Defoe.
He's done it. The man has done it. Aziz has broken the hearts of Tottenham fans, and he's broken the heart of Alok, and he has tied things up at 2-2. So things are locked at 2-2. Guys, time for a buzzer beater to break the deadlock and clinch this Carabao Cup final. Okay, guys, hand up for who can answer this first, right? And Aziz, I think it's tilted in your favor slightly, so maybe it's for you to win this. Who scored the first goal in round 3 versus Bournemouth for City? Options are Phil Foden, Liam Delap, Ferran Torres, or Riyad Mahrez. Who scored the first goal? Oh! Whose hand went up first?
Yeah, I think it's Mahrez.
That is the wrong answer. So, Aziz, you have the chance to steal. Was it Phil Foden? Was it Delap? Was it Torres?
I think it's Mahrez.
It was Delap.
It was Delap indeed, and City have taken the tie. City have won the Carabao Cup Final quiz. Quiz, guys, quiz. Not the match, not the final, don't worry. It is a quiz that's been taken by Aziz. Aziz, congratulations. The buzzer beater. It was quick fingers and quick hands from Alok, but it is Aziz that clinches it for City. And Alok, let's just hope, like we said earlier, that the final scoreline for your sake is flipped to 3-2 in your favor. But guys, thanks so much for joining us. So it's been plenty of fun with our fans here from both sides of things, the City fans and the Tottenham fans as well. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you all for joining us here on Sportskeeda Kickoff, brought to you by Voot Select. Remember, 9 p.m. on the 25th of April, right here at Voot Select is where you can catch the Carabao Cup Final. What a final it promises to be. City looking for their 8th record title here at the Carabao Cup. Tottenham, remember, searching for that first trophy in 13 years and their 5th Carabao Cup title. And it all kicks off at 9 p.m. Thanks so much for joining us. This is Suhail Chandhok signing off.